Welcome back to the Krypton Factor. Tonight's contestants have already demonstrated considerable mental and physical abilities, but now they've changed and they're out to prove that they can cope with the most demanding test of all, the super round. The Krypton Super Round begins with the dramatic parachute jump. Next, the contestants must find their way through the cryptic rings. Out of the rings, they have to crack a series of computer codes before starting down the laser matrix, where breaking the beams incurs a disastrous time penalty. Next, 6 battens must be collected from the response revolve before the final hurdle, Krypton Mountain. Constructing the ladder comes first, followed by a race to the top.
We think tonight's contestants have what it takes. Take your positions, please.
And a reminder that the leader is Alistair Johnson with 32, Claire Nicholson is second with 26, Simon Evans third on 24, and Heather Bosworth fourth with 20. These points have now been used to buy advantages throughout the Super Round. Alistair has used most of his points to buy 2 battens from the revolve, with a further 10 on a ladder piece. Claire has bought 2 ladder pieces and a cryptic rings guide arrow. Simon has bought a batten and a ladder piece, each worth 10 points. And so too has Heather. So the advantages are spread throughout the Super Round.
The cryptic rings seem to be causing the most bother for our contestants. They're less difficult if you remember your personal codes. Now, those codes are on the monitors in front of you. As soon as you've remembered them, you can jump. Good luck. The Super Round starts now.
And it's that terrifying parachute jump that starts the round. All 4 contestants landing close together, but it's Simon Evans first into the cryptic rings.
And this is the code all 4 contestants must attempt to remember. With each of those letters referring to a key junction in the rings, it offers a quick exit for anyone with both a good memory and swift interpretation. Only one contestant has an advantage in these rings, and that's Claire Nicholson. In the red, she bought a guide arrow, so she'll be expecting to get out rapidly. But at this stage, there's no clear leader.
Alistair Johnson, the leader going into the Super Round, is clearly confused. Neither of those numbers refer to his code, and he seems to have lost his way at this stage. But that's someone's exit point. It's Simon Evans's. And while Alistair tries to retrace his steps, Simon's already off, with Claire Nicholson also about to exit. And Alistair still at a loss. And now Heather's found her exit junction. So the pressure is really on. Alistair has just got to find his way out of there.
Simon's logged into the computer challenge and has already cracked the code, completed his first word and started on the second. This is very fast, and there's already a gap opening up between him and the others.
So what is the code? Well, to produce a letter on the screen, you have to type in the letter before it alphabetically. So to get I, Claire has to tap in H, and she's done that. As Heather reaches the computer, Simon is still in the lead, now just finishing the second of his 4 words. And this challenge calls for great mental flexibility and intense concentration. And Alistair at last joins them. Claire completes her 3rd word, but problems for Simon trying to recreate sharp. He's produced a J instead of an H. That means he's typed the letter after instead of before H on the keyboard. What's he doing? But he shouldn't be moving off there. He's had a complete mental blank, I think. He has a mistake in sharp, there is still another word to complete, and yet he's set off for the laser matrix. This is incredible. He has totally lost concentration, and it means, I'm afraid, he'll be disqualified. The rules are quite clear. It's a disaster for Simon, but Heather's on her way.
Simon Evans has reached the response revolve as Claire starts off down the laser run, but none of those battens is going to count for Simon. He doesn't know it yet, but he's been disqualified, which is going to be a real disappointment, all that wasted training. But the leader is now Heather Bosworth, just entering the response revolve, followed by Claire Nicholson. Simon first to reach the Krypton Mountain, well ahead of the 3 remaining contestants, and now Alistair is in the revolve. This is where he played most of his advantages. He only has to collect 4 battens, and he'll have to make those advantages count if he's to catch up that time he lost in the rings. Remember, those battens can only be removed when the light comes on, so it's a question of judging the light sequence and then quick reflexes.
While the other three contestants battle it out in the revolve, Simon Evans, the juggler from London, is starting that tough climb up Krypton Mountain, and this is so unfortunate. It's a real tragedy for him. He's miles ahead of everyone. He thinks he's won a place in the group final, but it's not going to be. He has been disqualified, and the winner is going to be either Claire, Heather or Alistair, all bunched together in the response revolve.
Simon, I'm terribly sorry to have to break this to you, but you didn't crack all the codes on the laser matrix, so I'm afraid you've been disqualified.
See? Well, what can I say? I'm sick as a parrot.
Well, he's putting on a brave face, but Simon is clearly bitterly disappointed. This is Claire piecing together her ladder. Heather out of the revolve and onto the mountain. She's got one more ladder piece to put in than Claire, so she is going to have to be very quick to catch her. And here's Alistair. He's never fully recovered from that disastrous spell in the cryptic rings, though he's now hard on the heels of Claire and Heather. Claire Nicholson, the maths teacher from Cleveland, starting that climb. It's hard and it's tough, and she's being really pushed by Heather. One full step could be crucial at this stage. And right behind Alistair putting in a big finish. Now this is going to be very tight indeed. It's too close to call between Claire and Heather as they pull themselves up the face of the mountain. It's all down now to guts, determination, technique and pulling out that little bit extra. And Alistair behind them is gaining ground with every step. But there's the red K. Claire Nicholson is the winner, with Alistair stealing second place from Heather. Well done, Claire. Terrific performance, and in second place. That's what you believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I've got news for you. Unfortunately, Simon had to be disqualified, so you, in fact, are the winner.
Excellent.
You're absolutely thrilled a bit, even though you've got to come back and do that again in the group final.
Oh.
I feel sorry for poor Simon, though, but that's the name of the game. It was a very close-run thing. Join us next week for another thriller.
From all of us, good night.
5 plucky contestants are in it, but who's going to win it? The luck of the draw could take them one step closer to bagging that big money prize. In it to win it tonight at 8 p.m. on Challenge.